This is Valley News Live at 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. After a great win, the NDSU Bison football team is returning home. They are expected to have landed by now at Hector International. That's where we find Valley News Team's Alex Larson. Alex, what's happening?
Hey, Nishay, their plane landed just a while ago, and the FCS Championship Trophy is back in Fargo. The team is leaving the airport as we speak, and there's been a lot of cowboy hats I've seen. They're heading on a quick trip to the Fargo Dome, and then they're headed back home. But the excitement's in the air. Live in Fargo, Alex Larson, Valley News Live. Back to you, Nishay.
All right, thanks so much, Alex. The Bison football team was victorious tonight in the national championship game in Frisco and in Texas. Our Valley News Team sports team is down south through the championship weekend. Devin Fry brings us more from Frisco. Devin?
Nishay, the Bison winning their 9th FCS championship today, but the big story comes from their MVP, Hunter Lipke. Now, normally, those kind of awards are dominated by quarterbacks. Of course, when the NDSU Bison win a national championship, it goes to their fullback, the man that their own team calls the Majestic Beast. I talked to the players after the game and Lipke himself to talk about how he is so dominant at every level.
Man, Hunter, I'm telling you, man, Hunter's he a big dude, man. We both about the same height. He a little more heavier than me, but it's the same type of running style, man. It's awesome to see him be successful as well as when he watches me be successful. So it's been real cool, man.
Lipke finished up his incredible junior season with a big game in the national championship by scoring 3 touchdowns with 82 rushing yards on his way to being named the game's MVP. This came as no surprise to his quarterback, Cam Miller.
I'm not surprised at all. You know, he's such a playmaker. I honestly think he's the best athlete on the team, and I've been saying that. And he just, you know, I'm just so happy for him to shine.
The Majestic Beast has been on a tear throughout the Bison playoff run, rushing for 269 yards in 4 games, along with 4 trips to the end zone. The fullback gave the credit for his big title game to the offensive line.
They were lights out today. They were getting 4, 5, 6 yards of movement every single play. I mean, there were times I didn't get touched until I was 10 yards down the field, and that other running backs too. So, I mean, hats off to them. They played spectacular. Defense played spectacular. I mean, it's a team win today. So
he also only had one thing on his mind when he won the MVP award in the national championship game.
I said, oh no, I have to do an interview.
Bison Nation can still expect to see a lot of Hunter Lipke. He's only a junior with another chance to add a national title and an MVP award coming up next season. But now they get a short break before they're back in Jim Kramer's hands for their off-season training, looking to get right back in to championship form. Reporting with the national champions in Frisco, Texas, Devin Fry, Valley News Live Sports.
All right, that's so awesome. All right, Summer's here now with a first look at your weather. Hey, Summer.
Hey, Nishay, and thank you all for joining us on this Saturday night. It was a first alert weather day. We had very gusty winds leading to blowing and drifting snow today, especially in eastern North Dakota. Take a look in the James River Valley. That's where we had wind gusts exceeding 45 miles per hour today, making for some tough travel conditions. Peak wind gusts to 43 miles per hour here in Fargo. And the breeze is gradually diminishing, although we still have a gust reporting to 37 miles per hour in Jamestown. That will continue to improve through this evening. Visibility also on the up and up, still seeing some areas of visibility below 2 miles, but that will improve here within the next few hours. Temperatures not improving. They are falling tonight, many of us below 0. Nishay, dangerous wind chills are on the way. Tomorrow is another first alert weather day. I'll have hour-by-hour details on when we can expect the coldest conditions coming up in just a little bit.
Jeez, I already have my heater out and it's been rolling.
Yeah, good
All
idea.
Right. Thanks so much, Summer. New tonight at 10. 3 people were arrested this afternoon outside the Hobby Lobby on 13th Avenue after police found them in possession of a stolen vehicle. FPD says just before 4 p.m. an officer noticed the stolen vehicle in the Hobby Lobby parking lot. Officers then arrested the individuals, who police say are not from Fargo. Authorities also say a gun was found in the vehicle, but there was no threat to the public. And a Wyoming man has died and another person was injured this afternoon in a rollover crash on I-94 in Jamestown. A report from the North Dakota Highway Patrol says the man and his male passenger were traveling in a pickup on the interstate near exit 258 when the driver lost control. This caused the vehicle to hit the median and roll across the westbound lanes before landing upright in a ditch. The 69-year-old driver died on the scene while his 26-year-old passenger was taken to a nearby hospital. Names are not being released until the family has been notified. NDHP says blowing snow was a factor in the crash. With the recent heavy snowfall events in the area, many people are waiting to get their roads and driveways cleared, but demand and staffing shortages is making things difficult for some snow removal companies. Valley News Team's Alex Larson explains.
It's always going to get cleared. We'll get you cleared out.
With all the snow we've been getting recently, Chips Clips in West Fargo says it's been getting constant requests to come clear it.
With storms that come through like that, everyone does need help. I've always thought of ourselves as, I used to say firefighters, but let's go with first responder. And it's not over till it's over.
Williamson says until the storm is over, there's only so much they can do.
I always tell our clients, if there's a snowplow that you absolutely can't get across, give us a call and we'll come over that way. We are a phone call away.
But they have priorities.
The businesses will take priority, and for everything in our power, we make sure to have those open by business.
Williamson tells us with the extreme cold, equipment has been breaking down, and it's been hard to find replacement parts, which doesn't help when his team is already working long days and they're understaffed.
We are looking for help. I do need some help really bad. You know, when you get the really big ones to come through, and these guys are out there for 12, 16, 20 hours.
But
with the cold snap through January, February, it's tough to say what will come of that. I know when the temps go up, I'm pretty sure it'll snow.
with all the chaos and long days, there is some peace that comes with the job.
And the city's ours. It gets really quiet, and we get to do our work in peace almost. I like that.
Alex Larson, Valley News Live.
A propane tank at an agricultural plant in Grand Forks went up in flames this morning. Fire crews responded to the J.R. Simplot plant on Gateway Drive just after 9 a.m. Authorities say when they arrived, a large fire was coming from the 1,000-gallon tank sitting close to the building. Crews were able to contain the fire and kept it from spreading. No employees or firefighters were hurt. The plant resumed operations about an hour later. Later on Valley News Live at 10, teams in the Fargo-Moorhead area are getting back to building robots this year.
And already tonight, wind chills are between 25 and almost 40 below zero. And this is just a sign of what's to come the rest of tonight and into tomorrow. First Alert Weather Day, 12 hour by hour details on dangerously cold wind chills coming up right after the break.